Oh boy.
Good morning, everybody, or I should say afternoon. This is the
Yep.
Cemetery Files with Kelly Schaefer and myself, Jay Hill, and
Hello,
we are
hello.
pleased to be
With my
doing our
newly redesigned office.
nice. We are excited to be doing our final episode in
Yeah.
season 1 of the Cemetery Files.
Yep.
So, let's see here.
Yeah.
There we
It's wow. We had our phone call this morning and we're like, yeah, we need to talk about our journey.
go.
This
Mm-hmm.
year's been this has been a very interesting year.
Yes, it has.
Mm-hmm.
So, for people who don't know quite yet, I I have another show called Studio Six Paranormal Podcast. I just ended that. It's been 4 years of a
Mm-hmm.
good show with great guests and great
Right.
friends. So my final episode will be on next Sunday with Bree Hollingshed, uh, paranormal traveling. Traveling with Bree, I think it's called. So yeah, I'm excited. We've had a lot of great guests, and Bree is a big guest for us. So I want to thank everybody who supported Studio Six Paranormal Podcast over the years, and I am off to a new venture,
Mm-hmm.
so there will be some things done to my, uh, I guess I should say, social media aspect.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, this is a kind of a big deal, and let's just get into it.
Okay. Let's do it. So where do you want to start? Do you want to start
Um,
with where we started and then move on to where we're going?
yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, it all started one dark night. No. Um, Jay and I did not know each other before April of this year. I think it was April.
April.
And we were kind of brought together by some former friends of mine, and he apparently had gotten tapped by spirit that I was the one that was supposed to be on this podcast with him. And he tapped me and I said, yeah, sure, I'll be on your podcast. What day do you need me to be on there? He's like, you don't understand. I don't want you as a guest. I want you as a co-host. And I'm like, that's not something I've ever done before. So, me being me, oh, what the
Yeah.
hell? And here
Right.
we are.
Right.
And I mean, when we first got together, there wasn't the energy that you see now between us. It was kind of weird and awkward and bizarre,
Yeah.
but we had a conversation one day, and then our pre-call meetings it just melded us together.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had some wonderful guests with us this year.
Mm-hmm.
I meant to go, hold on, let me grab my folder because let's see, podcasts. I meant to grab the list of all the people that have been with us this year. I mean, our first show was ourselves introducing ourselves
Yeah.
and letting you know we were out here. The
Which you can
second,
also find on Roku
yes,
with Ghost
yeah,
Planet Network.
that
That
one's on there. Yep.
yeah, that one's on there.
And then our second one, we had a reveal of a live investigation. That what the one that I had? I think so. And then
Yep.
let's see, we had Damian Christie from RK2 RKB Paranormal.
Mm-hmm.
He was on there with us. I'm going to get chat going so I can see everybody coming in. And then, it's helpful if you put your glasses on when you can't see. Um, Another guest we had was Barry Fitzgerald. That
Yeah,
was my heart
we love
thumper.
Barry. I've had
Oh
Barry on a
yeah,
couple times. Yeah. Yeah.
he was one of the guys I've always wanted to meet, and it was just such a pleasure to talk to him. He's so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Our other partner in crime over on Paranormal Triangle was our next guest, David Taylor.
Mm-hmm. Great guy.
Great guy and great addition to the host or to the show. Then we did some
Mhm.
wrap-ups on a couple more investigations I did. We did Live from DeKalb, which was so much fucking fun.
Mhm.
That was
Yeah.
cool when we did that, and then we turned the camera around so everybody could watch the room for us while we went off ghost hunting. I
Right.
loved that. That was so much fun.
Right.
Kara came on. She became one of our regulars. She came back. She came back and did story time with us a couple of weeks ago. We had Robert Webb, who also had a medically induced awakening, kind of like what
Mhm.
you had.
Mhm.
Then let's see who else. John Griffin the second.
Yeah, he was awesome.
He was one of your choices. He
Mhm.
was an awesome one. Chris Sumner, Dr. Chris Sumner from the
Yep.
historic Scott County Jail. Then we were live from Rock Island with the investigation that we did at the YMCA.
Mhm.
Oh no, DeKalb was the skate park.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were live from that one. And
Mhm.
then we did it again at Rock Island. And
Mhm.
that's the one that we turned the camera around and let people watch. Or did we did it with we did it
We
with
did
both
it with
ones?
both. Yeah, we
Both
did it with
ones,
both.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Mhm.
fun. Uh let's see, we had the rock and then we had the shaman. No, we had the showman. We
Right.
had the showman, and then the next week we had the shaman. Or
Right.
the showman.
Right.
Miranda Young with Biker
That
Ghost
was one of
Biker
the most
Expo.
popular shows that we did. That got so many
She is
downloads on
so amazing
audio.
to
Oh
talk
my
to.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing to talk to.
Mhm.
Good lady. Lots of fun. Uh, our next guest kind of threw you for a loop. Rochelle Gerner.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Your mediumship went nuts on that one.
Yeah, it did. I ended up it was basically me giving her a whole reading.
A whole reading, yeah. And
And
then
yeah,
I started getting images from you or wherever it was
yeah,
coming from, and
and that was
we kind
cool.
of
And
both chimed
who
in.
we still need to contact because that's I mean, we
Yeah,
need to find out how far she's
she
gotten with that.
she's off someplace. She packed and went to I can't remember where it was she went to. I don't know if she's back yet or not.
Mhm.
Uh, and then Ernie and Denise Pack.
Mhm.
And
That was fun.
nobody knows yet, I was the one that won the raffle.
Hmm.
So we will be investigating my during my birthday weekend in January.
Nice.
And of
Nice.
course, my naysayer said, "Well, if it doesn't snow," I'm like, "Oh fuck." And I'm hoping it doesn't. Maybe we'll get up there, and myself and my guests will have a shining experience where we get snowed in.
Right. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
And last but not least, it's us again. So
Mhm.
we've done 27 shows.
Yeah.
27 shows.
Yeah. Which is nice.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
everything has gone really well and
I'm so grateful for everybody that came on board and
mhm.
joined us and made us laugh and giggle and
Yep.
talked serious and yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. So, on
What are
to
your
our future.
let's not do that yet. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about the show? I mean, how do you feel about where we've been in the last year?
It's all transpired the way it's supposed to.
Hmm.
And a lot of the episodes were good episodes. I mean, we there was a couple times where we were exhausted and,
Oh
we
yeah.
had and or we weren't feeling well. I mean, and it happens to everybody, you know. I think we only
Hmm.
canceled a couple shows, but we
Oh
ended
yeah.
up having some of those people on anyway. So,
Hmm.
we really didn't miss anything. But for the long and short of it, things have been going really well like clockwork and it's been a great journey as far. And you know we have that other show with David Taylor, the audio show,
Hmm.
Paranormal Triangle, which is taking off on its own right because of the fact that it's good content. And
Well, we're doing something that nobody's doing right now.
right, right.
And we're talking about paranormal things that, and giving our opinions and looking at it as, how does this affect the paranormal?
Right, right.
It's
There's
a
some
it's a
people
serious
that do
discussion.
similar things with that, but I mean, it's just the fact that um there's going to be some people that may not align with what we have our opinions on,
Mhm.
which is totally fine because that's part of
That's
the
fine.
kind of
That's
roundtable type thing.
Yeah, that's what a discussion's all about. It's
Mm-hmm.
not getting everybody on the same page, it's just expressing your opinion and being accepted by the
Correct.
others in the group. Yeah.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. So
So
yeah,
we've
I
had
mean,
that.
it's been fun.
Mhm.
I mean, it's been a real joy.
Yeah,
So,
it actually has. Yeah, I
hmm
look forward to Mondays. There's some Mondays I don't look forward to, but most
right,
of them I
right,
have.
right.
Yeah, it's I guess I can be a podcast host is my ending
Mm-hmm.
thought.
See,
I guess I can do this.
go figure.
Go figure, who knew? Well, my
Right.
dad was in radio. He was a radio operator for the military and for the White House and things like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
being on air is something that's in the blood.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So let's talk a little bit about our future endeavors.
Let's do it.
Okay. So me and Kelly have
Yeah.
come to the agreement and a kind of like an aha moment of things that we want to focus on. One of them is we both love history,
Yes.
and part of this new project, without giving any really true details because of the fact that it's still in infancy.
It's not been formulated, it's not been
Right,
fleshed out yet. It's just
right,
that
right.
yeah.
So we have had interest from other foundations of historical aspects, like
Yes.
like we want to be able to help locations, haunted or not haunted, with historical aspirations or of being a former location that had some historical substance to it,
Yes.
that are in need of repair
Mhm.
or attention, as we would say,
Yeah.
and
We
we
want
want to
to
be
help
able to focus on that.
Yep. We want to focus on locations and we want to focus on helping these locations come to the forefront of the paranormal or history for that
Right,
matter.
or history, whichever
Mhm.
comes first. You know what I mean? I
Let's
mean,
let's start talking about these locations because it's
right,
important.
right, right. You know, so yeah, so these locations are basically either in disrepair or that need repair, or um, people are trying desperately to basically keep their lights on. And we want to be able to
Let's get
provide
some
provide a vehicle for them to be able to do that.
right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, we have a good team. It's as of right now, it's 3 people.
Hang on. Let me get it. Let me get the
And
let me get the glasses on so I can see what I'm doing here.
okay.
I don't want to invite him. I want to add a source.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not it. What do I want to do here? It's not letting me add the picture. It's got
Download
to
the
add.
picture.
I did.
Download.
It did. I got it. Extra camera, source, video source, presentation. Show your presentation. I guess that's probably what
Yeah.
I'm going to do. Oh, okay. I'll just up, I'll just upload the picture and we'll see how that goes. Come on, go! Damn it, go! Yeah, my little computer. At some point, I'm going to have to get it
Upgrade.
replaced. Yeah. Well, it's not. That's not presentations. I don't know how we can do this. It won't do the presentation.
Do a video.
Okay. Share screen. Let's share screen. I'll open it up and there. I'll get it. I'll get the picture opened up and share screen. That would make it work. Come on. There it is. Dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air.
That's fine.
As we're waiting for my computer to catch up.
Right, right.
And my
So
internet, I swear to
it's
God, I
it's
gotta get a
it's
better internet.
myself, Jay Hill, with Kelly Schaefer, as
Mhm.
well as our good friend Chris Todd, who's an
Yes.
actor, independent actor, and he
Mhm.
is a full partner in this idea.
Yeah.
And let's see, you can, as soon as it uploads here,
It's coming on. I got it.
there he is. Okay,
I got it.
Chris Todd is a
There he is.
fantastic actor
And
and the man. And
mhm.
his role, part of his
A
role is
man.
doing something that people haven't done really in the paranormal. And with our idea that we have coupled all together, we can't give you the details quite yet because once we get everything lined up as all our ducks in a row, and we've cemented this idea and got what we needed to get with, can I say foundation?
Yeah, with the foundation that's contacted us. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, with the foundation that's contacted us, we will reveal all.
Should we say that should we say what kind of a foundation it is?
No. Well,
We're going to be working with a
nonprofit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to be working with a nonprofit to help historic locations.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, and once that is all, like I said, cemented, then things will just be, yeah,
Hmm.
yep, it'll be,
And Chris
it's
will
really
be
big.
a very integral part to that whole plan of action. Yeah.
Right. So,
Yeah, we told him, and he was nearly excited as we were when we realized what it was that we were getting into. Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's see here. Okay. So, yeah. So, other than that, I mean, it's just basically this future endeavor that we have going on. It's going to be a big thing.
It's probably going to have the podcast with it. We'll probably change the name of the podcast. We haven't decided whether we're going to do that yet or not.
Right.
But we may be changing the name of the podcast. We're definitely changing the focus.
Yes.
Our focus right now is going to be these locations, whether they're haunted or not. If you're historic, send me a message on Facebook. I would love to talk to you. We would love to find out what it is that you need and how we can help you.
Right. And you could find the links of this because this will be audio too. So you could find the links of, I guess, with Studio 6 Productions is also, I should also mention, Studio 6 Productions is also a partner with this project,
as well as K2 Paranormal Research will be a partner
as well. So yeah, I mean, it's all kind of encompassed in this fold, and once our
businesses come behind us.
Yeah. So anybody that is, listening to this on audio right now, or right now, that they can reach out to us. You can send. I'll have a link in. I'll have a link somewhere. You could see the fundraising information.
Yeah, the fundraising's still in place, and the fundraising is going to be used on this project. We're still trying to figure out how we're going to reword the funding platform. But the funding that we're going to be receiving is going to be used for this project.
Yes.
And the project is going to start taking that focus that we mentioned earlier and go from there.
Right.
So it's not going to be a situation where we're trying to do another ghost show.
Right.
Or a paranormal show. We're actually focusing on history this time around.
The history aspect and
the history aspect of all of it.
And basically, with the funding, working with the nonprofit as well as the Studio 6 production side of it, and having the three of us, actor Chris Todd, all in the fold. Like I said, once we get to that point where we get everything cemented, then we will reveal on an episode of either Cemetery Files, or if we actually have another name for a show or whatnot, then we will basically give all the details, and then all the contact links, the website links, everything will be all connected, that people can reach out to us. People can continue to give to the fundraisers that we have up. I have them on my links for the show. as well as you can find Studio 6 Productions on Facebook and on TikTok and everywhere. And you can reach out to one of us, and we will be more than happy to discuss this with you. If you want to be a
Mhm.
part of the donation aspect of it and help the nonprofit, there's a link. There'll be a link for that.
Yep.
Yeah. So
They're getting all their ducks in a row because apparently we've prompted them to um reestablish their
focus. Yeah.
focus, and because of our love for the history
hmm
and the
hmm
locations.
Right.
So
Right. Right. So, in that
so
aspect
bear
of,
with
yeah,
us.
bear with us.
It's a work in
Right.
progress.
Right. Right. But yeah. So this has been a really big thing for us, and our main
Mhm.
goal, and my main goal since being in the paranormal and basically, is to help people. And I know that
Right.
Kelly's idea of helping people as well. And when we came together,
Yep.
we had this idea of doing this. It just it meshed together. You know what I mean? It works.
Right.
So
But we didn't have the focus that we have
no,
now.
uh-uh.
We didn't. It was like we were searching for that path that we needed to actually really, really become involved. I mean, we
Right,
we
right,
we both love the Cemetery
right,
Files. We both have enjoyed having this in our lives, but it's like we never really latched on to something that was of
right,
substance. And this project that we've been offered is amazing.
right.
Absolutely, hands down,
Amazing.
the best thing that ever happened to
Right,
us.
right,
Yeah.
right. So the people who are listening can't see this, but I see Kelly Schaefer, host and producer extraordinaire. I didn't catch that until just now. Nice.
Yeah, I decided to be weird
I
this one.
guess
You wouldn't let
so.
me wear my hat, so I had to be weird
Right,
with
right,
the
right,
name.
right. So yeah, so as I was saying, there are links to the fundraising and this and that. Like I said, this is still going on, still ongoing, and the premises is
It's very, very new.
right, but the premises is still right. I mean,
Mhm.
we're working right now on. And I'll mention there is one location, um,
Yes.
Gunslingers Gulch, which was
Mhm.
featured on the Travel Channel as Ghost Town Terror, and with Karen Broussard
Mhm.
as the owner of this property. Now they did 2 seasons there. Her place, she's you know making it work, but we want to be able to help her to really have her business thrive, and to
Mhm.
continue to deliver that historical site, where basically it's like walking back in time in the old west. I mean, this is what she has.
Right.
There's places to stay for lodging, and she has camping sites and etc. And it's just, yeah, it's a great place to go
It's
visit.
an incredible place.
Right.
I found this one eons ago
hmm
and just never had a chance to go out and see it.
Right.
But
It's about
this
six
is a
miles
location
east,
that's
or
pretty
yeah,
weird.
6 miles south of, I think south of Anaconda, Montana. It's in a valley,
Mhm.
and so it's Gunslinger's Gulch. It's a perfect name for it. So, um, any type of support that you can give in the fundraising aspect, that funding for that, there's going to be a lot of it that's
Mhm.
going directly to this place,
Directly to this
this location.
location because they are the first
They are
location.
the first location
You
that we
you
will be.
mentioned this,
Yep.
and everybody involved in this project just hopped right on board.
Right.
It was the perfect starting point for
Right.
us.
Right. So,
Mhm.
um, yeah. So if you have any questions about that, if you have anything that you want to, find out about Gunslingers Gulch, you can, message me or message Karen on the Facebook page. Yeah, we want to be able to provide a vehicle for somebody to continue do what they're doing in not only history aspects, but
Mhm.
just for to provide something that people don't see too much anymore. And seeing that
Right.
ghost town, first time I saw it, I'm like, I gotta go there. Yeah, I got it. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just
I mean,
it's a gorgeous
it
town.
touches Yeah, it touches everything that I have always believed about
Hmm.
the West being,
Hmm.
and just oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So there's been a lot of
And didn't all of those buildings come from different
yes, they
locations?
came from a lot of those buildings came
Mhm.
from different locations around like Anaconda and stuff and Butte. So
So
that
this originally started trying to save history by putting all these buildings onto one
right,
location.
kinda and yes, and but it initially started as this lady wanted to create a dude ranch.
Oh,
So
so she was using historic
yeah,
buildings
well,
for
yeah,
cheap
and
cheap
so well,
buildings?
and it something happened where she ended up selling it, and that's where Karen Broussard comes in and she bought the property. Now, speaking of the
Right.
property itself, there's a lot of historical stuff with the land as well. But what I want to say is that there's been a lot of people that have done a movies there, music videos, TV shows. If anybody knows about Yellowstone 1923,
Love that
this
show.
location was featured in an episode in Yellowstone 1923.
I remember the
Yeah,
episode.
and yeah,
Mhm,
so it's an iconic site for people, and so if
mhm.
anybody else is looking for a Wild West type location for their movie, contact, Gunslingers Gulch on Facebook or, they're on TikTok as well, contact them and say, "Hey, we'd like to do a movie or a video or something like that," because
Mhm.
this also helps her to keep going where she's going, and providing this place for people to come, experience the old West, and
Right.
she loves where she lives, and
Mhm.
we want to be able to help, continue to put her on the map with that. It's
Right.
historical reasons, financial reasons, for
Mhm.
just the whole aspect.
Well, just also, it's haunted too.
Yeah,
So for the
right, for
paranormal
the
world,
paranormal world.
this
Yeah,
for paranormal world, this is an important site
right,
too,
and
because you're getting
she's also had investigations there.
yeah, you're getting investigations from buildings that are from other locations, and
Right.
then you've got the land too.
Mhm.
It's an interesting place to go.
Right, right,
It's always been on my
right,
list.
so that's Gunslingers Gulch, and you could
Mhm.
see the episodes on Travel Channel that was called Ghost Town Terror. Now, I have seen them. I know, me being who I am, being a medium, I know what's there and what's not there, and that's all I'm gonna say, because it's a beautiful place. It is, you know, extraordinary, I mean,
Yes.
I just think that there should be more attention, more positive attention brought to that place because of the fact that that is, Karen's the owner, Karen Broussard, that's her livelihood, that's her life, that's what she does,
Yeah.
you know? When she moved her family there, this is who she is, She's a
Mhm.
loving, caring person, puts a lot of long hours in maintaining that property. So we want to be able to partner with the group that we're partnering with and helping create the production side of this, as we want to be able to help this town, Gunslingers Gulch, to prosper and grow and just
Mhm.
basically be a place where people can look it up and say, I want to go there, you know.
Right.
So that's our first focus. Like I said,
Mhm.
once we get everything out there that needs to be out there,
Yeah, it's a big
it's a
project.
big project.
It's
It's a
huge.
huge project, but I'm confident we can do it. If
Me
anybody
too.
wants to contact us through email and have questions about what this project is,
Oh, we should get an email for
yeah,
it.
right
I'll do
now
that.
you can contact myself through spiritual realms 0101 at gmail.com, or
And I'm always available at
right,
info@k2pn.com.
and you can
Mhm.
contact us if you have any questions, or if you want to donate, or if you want a little bit more details about it. Yeah, this is a big thing. So
This is
mhm,
huge.
yeah, this is
You've even cleared your plate to give us room for
I
this.
have, yeah, I've
And you started clearing your plate before this came around, so you must have
I
felt it.
did, I did, and I had to, so there's some things that are going away, but the one thing that needed to go away, that it was time, was my other show, my first show podcast that I did. Like I said, we had a great run, and it was just time to exit the building, which is what we did.
Yep.
And we're me and
Yep.
Shane, my co-host, we were totally on board, the same, going the same direction. He's got stuff going on, and I've got stuff going on, and so
He's got a cool
he's got a
project.
cool
You told me about
project.
that this morning.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. So
cool.
Shane's got some good stuff going on too. So yeah, so it's just um a lot of positive things going on, especially around Christmas time. So
Mhm.
like I said, after I had to clean up some of my social media aspects of it. Um I do have a Medium page, but sadly that is going to go away because I don't have any time to spend on it. Um and to be honest with you,
You had a lot
yeah,
going
I have a
on.
lot going on.
I think you probably had more going on than I did, and I've got my business chart on the
Right.
wall.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
I've got K2PN that goes off on, well, actually it's under the umbrella of Kelly's Haunted Adventures,
mhm.
but I've got five businesses that come off of that.
Right. Right.
So,
Yeah. So, having said that, it's going to be a good couple months. I mean, we're really kind of coming into this, and like I said, we'll give more details when we get it. We'll probably do another show. We're not sure if we're going to keep the name with Cemetery Files, but
mhm.
it'll still be under Studio 6 Productions. So people will
Yes.
be able.
The new
Yeah.
project is still
Right.
under Studio
So
6.
whether or not we
Mhm.
change the name is irrelevant because it'll still be
Right.
under Studio 6 Productions. And you can
Mhm.
find Studio 6 Paranormal Productions under the audio files where you get all your audio podcasts. That's the name it'll be under. Facebook, I just keep it
Mhm.
under Studio 6 Productions because of the fact that for some reason I kept it there and I know why I did now. And so
Mhm.
it's not too much of a confusion, but people will know when they see Studio 6, they know. And so, and that's SIX, not number 6, because there's different,
Mhm.
you know, people have that, not that name, but I mean, it's just different. Anyways,
I was laughing when I found out what the Studio 6 stand for.
yeah.
I even remember that whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But
That
that
was
was
weird.
crazy. But yeah,
Yeah.
so, it's just, we want to be able to thank everybody, for viewing and for listening to this. And, we're continuing on with some bigger things. And like I said,
Uh-huh.
anybody that wants to reach out to us, wants to donate, wants to, you know, because all the funds that are being created, that are being collected for, um,
Are going
are
towards this
going
first
towards this
project.
project, are going towards this nonprofit, are going towards the locations, are going toward, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's not just a single entity, asking for money to do that. It's a big deal. It's, nonprofit. It's
It's
something that
yeah.
people can put their hard-earned money into and want to see some of these historical locations be brought back.
If you love history as much as we love history and want these locations to be saved, this is the first one you can start
Right.
with. This is
Yep.
it.
Yep. Because
This
every one of
location
these
needs help.
buildings on the Gunslingers Gulch have a strong history, um,
Yep.
a strong, what's the word I'm looking for? Um,
Tie to
yeah,
history.
a strong tie to history, and they all have a backstory. Yeah,
Wordsmith.
they have a tremendous backstory because of the fact that they didn't all come from the same block or the same town, or you know what I mean. They came from all over. So when people
Right.
talk about the paranormal investigations and different, there's different things, the elements that are tied in with these locations that we hope to explore more after continuing
Mhm.
to help this town grow, and to
Right. Move on to
to
other
to
locations.
be able to put the funds towards this town, this Gunslingers Gulch, and to help it to thrive. And
Mhm.
the times that we have now
We
are just, it's rough to do what we need to do, but the
Mhm.
positive will outweigh the negative, and this is a
Right.
positive for us.
And this is something that we are looking for funders, backers. We are looking for financial backers for this project, and the nonprofit's going to be looking to having financial backers along with
Right,
us,
right,
and this is something that needs to be done.
right, right.
It absolutely needs to be
I mean,
done.
we have we can't name some of the places. We can only name the first one because of the fact that that's the only one. It's a big project, so this
Hmm.
is going to take a little
Hmm.
time for us to get all this lined up with the nonprofit.
Yeah.
But
Ooh, we got somebody
yeah.
here.
So um, hi Stevie.
It's Stevie. Hi, Stevie. Stevie's one of my newest members on the team.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I just got another one
yeah.
too.
So yeah. So basically, with the nonprofit, it's going to be, it's huge.
It's
Yeah.
huge.
This place is. I don't even know where to begin.
I'm just shocked. I'm shocked at how when you mentioned it to me, and I'm like, that's what I originally wanted to do.
Right.
And it just shocked me at how all of this has come together from us first meeting in April to now, to where
Hmm.
we have this joint focus that we're moving forward
Right.
with as a
Right.
team. And then bringing Chris in, where he's got the backing that he has and the love of history that he's able to bring to the
Right. Right.
table. I mean, you look at pictures of him dressed up in Western wear.
Hmm.
This man is from the
Right.
West. There's no question in my mind. He previously
Yeah.
lived
And the
in the
old
Wild West.
Wild West. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So and that's
So
the
he
only
and he, he's
that's one of the only small facets of this project.
Mhm.
I mean, we
Right.
can't divulge too much on
No, we
that.
can't tell. We can't
No,
tell.
because
No,
that is the
we've not been released to
no,
talk
we
about
haven't
it
been
that much.
released to
We
talk
we,
about
we
it
were
yet.
released to give a
Yeah.
soft talk about it,
Right,
but
right.
yeah, we can't release what it actually is going to be about.
Right.
We can't do that
Once every
yet.
all the ducks are lined up, then we can start talking about it. But
There's going to be a formal. There'll
right,
be a
right.
formal presentation
Yeah,
of the new
right.
project. Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
in like whether it be us doing a public announcement, a physical public announcement, which
Hmm.
is very
With a
possible
press release.
with a press release, that's,
With a press release.
yeah, that is something
That's what they're talking.
that I um can see happening as well. But we have to we have to basically we have to finagle accordingly. We can't just let all the cats out of the bag because it's like dumping a bunch
No,
of chickens out on the floor and they run amok, amok, amok. And we can't do
that's
that.
exactly where we're at right
Yeah,
now. We've got a bag of
yeah, and
chickens,
we've got to
and
keep
they're
them.
all held together with
Yeah,
mesh.
right,
It's a mesh bag,
right,
and
right.
they're all picking at the end, going, "We want out!
Yeah,
We want
right,
out!"
right. But we have to do this accordingly. So yeah, so this is
Yes,
going to
we
be
have
a
to
big
do this.
deal. Like I
Hmm.
said, I will continue to let people know that um the nonprofit is tied in with Studio 6.
Jamie
So
Lynn just came home.
if you want to give to this project
Hey, hey.
for this, then you can we have the couple fundraisers. I will update the fundraising logo with the nonprofit when we get it, and we
Mhm.
will be able
And
to,
and
explain a little bit
right.
more, and then we'll go from
But
there.
for viewers that are here now, we're sorry that you missed the first part of it, but please do listen to the recording because we've got a humongous project that we've been blessed
Blessed with,
with.
I
Can we
guess,
say that?
we've been blessed with an offer
And,
to take
yeah,
a new step into not only paranormal
preserving
history
history, a new,
but
yeah,
history. You know,
yeah,
so
preserving history
yeah,
and making it, yeah, it's going to be, yeah, this project's going to be
right,
enormous,
right,
and we can't say any more than we have.
right.
And oh, she's getting hers, and then she's gonna go get a tattoo. I hate you. I want a tattoo so bad.
So yeah, so we can't
Ugh.
say too
But I'm
much,
not gonna
but
do what Chris did. Did you see
yeah,
the
Chris
tattoo
got a
he
full
did?
back
Holy
tattoo. Yeah,
crap.
it's
7 hours.
yeah, yeah,
Nope.
no thanks.
Mm-mm. I got too many things to do for 7
Right,
hours.
right,
Not doing that. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where this is going to go. It's definitely a new project for us that follows both of our loves for history and the paranormal
Right.
and just
Right. And
preserving.
preserving, as well as
Mhm.
exploring the paranormal side of it. That's where Studio 6 Productions comes in. But yeah,
Yeah,
and whether it's haunted or not, we will still do
we
what we
don't
need to
know.
do with trying to
We want historical locations. We don't care what it is that need help.
right,
We want them to contact us
right,
and let us know what it is you
right,
need
right. And if
because
that
the
fits
the
within
found
line with our vision of restoring it,
Mhm.
I mean, because excuse me.
That's okay.
um
He's
yeah,
joking. He's all
yeah,
choked
no,
up.
it, it really is it's a lot, it's everybody, but
Yeah.
it's not like your house is all run down and you just built it 10
No,
years ago and you
no.
need it. This isn't
You
what
have to
is that
have
what
this.
the, what was that show called where they had that where they rebuilt people's houses and
Oh, I don't know. There's so many
right,
of
right.
them.
That's
But
not what we
this
do.
is not that's not what we're
No.
doing. That's our focus is going into actual verifiable historic locations.
Hmm.
You actually had an historic event or events happen at the property
Right,
or at the
right.
site. If it's a cemetery, that's fine. If it's a building, that's fine. If it's a piece of land, that's fine. But it's something we what we're doing is we're trying to focus on ones that need help. They need help restoring. They need help
Hmm.
rebuilding. You know,
Right,
yeah.
right. And like
I don't think I can say more than
right,
that.
right, right. And in that aspect, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that love history, and there's so probably a lot of different nonprofits out there that are focusing on some of that stuff in that aspect, and that's great because we need more of that. This is something a
Yes.
little bit different. Um,
Hmm.
Nobody's really done this before,
Nobody's done this before.
so this is
No.
why we can't divulge everything. But
Yeah.
once we do, I'm sure that people will want to jump on board because
Hmm.
it's a big deal, you know.
It is a big deal.
And
Yeah,
we
it
feel
is.
strongly about it. For the first time in
Mhm.
my life, and I feel like that I'm doing a project that actually has me cemented on a set of railroad tracks that I'm heading down. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's the best way to describe it.
Now my question is, how long can I keep you on those railroad
Right,
tracks?
yeah, right, right. Because as we
You
have
can't even
have
watch the
as we
table.
have known that going to a Paracon that I do not handle a booth very well.
Nope, he is not allowed to be in the booth anymore.
No.
Nope, he has to be out doing the whole salesman networking
Mhm.
thing. I love doing that too myself, but if I leave him at the table, for instance, at Rock Island, I said, "Okay, you watch the table, I'm gonna go network." So I went upstairs and I started networking, and I got back to this one table and I was talking about, who we were and what we were doing and who K2 was and who he was and all this kind of stuff. And I turned because I felt somebody next to me and I turned and there's Jay and I'm like, "Who's watching the table?" "I don't know." So he's not allowed to watch the table
No, I'm
anymore.
not. That's okay. But
It was great.
mhm.
It was fun. It was so much fun.
So
We
that's
had a
where we're
great
at,
time.
people. And we want to
Yeah.
thank everybody for listening to this and tuning in. And like I said, I will say it again. There's fundraising going on right now. Um, that we are tied with this nonprofit. We can't give the name out yet, but we will
Mhm.
soon.
Yes.
And once we do that, you know, all will be revealed. But yeah, the donations can continue to come because this not only helps with the project with the nonprofit, it also helps in
Mhm.
an overall spectrum of where we're going with the first episode
Right.
of the first episode of doing this thing with gunslingers.
The first
The first
project, not
not
episode,
episode,
the first
first
project.
project. Yeah,
Podcast
right.
guy.
Yeah. The
The
first
first
project
project,
of
the
this.
first
Yeah, yeah,
endeavor, the
right.
first project,
So
yes,
like I said, anybody that wants
which
to donate
everyone's
and
on board
wants to be
for.
a part of this and to donate to the nonprofit with Studio
This is the
6,
first.
this project will definitely be blessed by it. So we want to thank
Yeah.
everybody for tuning in. Um, I don't really think that there's
Season 2, we don't know what's happening yet.
no.
We might be renamed,
Yeah, we might be renamed,
rebranded, rebranded.
rebranded.
I like that. Rebranded.
Right.
Yes.
So everybody that's tuning in or listening to this, we want to thank you all again. And like I said, if you have any questions, you can
Thank you to our
yes, thank
guests.
you to our guests that we've
Our
had
guests
over the
this year.
season and
Yeah.
all the investigations that we did. We want to thank those people as
Yeah.
well. And so this is on to new, bigger things. And we want
Yep.
to say we are looking forward to this. And we want to thank the nonprofit, which we can't name yet. But
Nope.
we will thank the nonprofit because that is a godsend. And we
Yeah.
want to thank everybody for tuning into this episode. And we want to thank all the people who have donated so far to this cause. Yeah, it's just been a blessing. So
It's
yeah, so for future endeavors, we want to thank you and stay tuned because
Stay tuned. We're not
not
done yet.
So
We are not done yet.
so I want to thank everybody again. This has been a little bit of a shorter show, but that's okay because we both are busy and have stuff to do. And
we have a whole list of shit to do.
So I want to thank my
And
other host,
quickly.
Kelly, for being.
That would be me.
Yeah.
I'm not the other one. I would be me.
Yeah. Kelly Schaefer. I want to thank you.
And thanks for tapping me.
And no,
Thanks
and
for
you're very
tapping me.
welcome. And I'm excited to see what next
Where
we
we
go from this.
Yep.
So thank you, everybody, and you can find all our episodes under Studio
And thanks
6
to Chris.
Productions.
We gotta thank Chris.
Yeah, we gotta thank Chris
thank
too.
Chris.
Chris is part of this.
He couldn't come on. He's off on set filming, so he couldn't come on the show with us. But he is 1/3 of our triad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So we want to thank him as well. And yeah, it's gonna be kind of crazy. And I'm looking forward to it. So
me too.
All right, everybody. You can find actually all of these episodes on audio wherever you get your podcast under Studio 6 Paranormal Productions. And you can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook. You can find our pages, Studio 6 Productions on Instagram, J Paranormal on Instagram as well as TikTok. You can find us everywhere. So I'll give the email one more time if you want to contribute, if you have an idea for something or you want to donate.
You want to contact us about a location?
Yep. You can contact me at spiritualrealms0101@gmail.com, and you can contact Kelly at
info@k2pn.com.
Right. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you. It's been a great
Have
year.
a blessed holiday coming up.
Absolutely. Enjoy.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Yes, indeed.
Happy my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Stuff like that. Happy my birthday.
Yeah.
In January.
Right. All right, everybody.